Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. This is episode number 147. We are doing our show a little bit different this time due to some technical difficulties that's out of our control. We are going to be recording this episode and y'all are going to be watching it when it goes live. But before we get started, I am Robert Villa, and with me, David Rodriguez, Mark Andrew Miller, and Rudy Lara. How's it going, fellas?
Pretty good.
Be going better if the Restream wasn't giving us problems, but whatever. We'll improvise.
Right?
David looks a little for it.
Right? David looks a little frozen for some reason, but...
he's frozen like Elsa.
Yeah. There he is.
Man, what in the world is going on?
I'm going to put you on ice and freeze you like Elsa. David.
Yeah.
Well, guys, before we get started, welcome back. I know we were off last week. I had some family come in from Colorado, and we just could not do the show. But we are back. We're here tonight. Episode number 147. Before we get started, let's give a shout out to MMA TV, HKA USA, Fight TV, Sprint Team, and all our promotions that we partner with, especially Brave Combat Federation and XFN. Let's go ahead and do the quick rundown of all the episodes, or the events that are happening. By the time y'all are watching this show, hopefully it'll be published tomorrow morning, which is what we're hoping that it's going to happen. We have KSW 75 tomorrow. Our friends out there at Combate Global 56. And we might get a little bit of a shout out tomorrow night, fellas. Our buddy Rodolfo Roman texted me and said, I'm going to sneak in a shout out to you guys. So we might hear Fight with Kim and me on Combate Global. So shout out to Rodolfo for hooking that up. Also on October the 15th, Saturday, we have UFC Fight Night 212, Grasso versus Araujo.
Grasshole?
And the next four events are going to be live on Fight, B2 Fighting Series 176, Absolute MMA Inferno, Fusion Fight League, Ben Hollier versus Hunter Azur, and Trinity Kings 11. And in the boxing bare knuckle category, on October the 15th, all these events are going to be happening on Saturday, so it's a jam-packed Saturday. Live on ESPN, on ESPN Plus, live in Melbourne, Australia. It's going to be a title fight. Devin Haney versus George Cambosos. It's going to be a 12-rounder for the undisputed lightweight title. Also live on London on ESPN Plus, we have another title fight. This one's going to be a good one. Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. They're going to be fighting for Shields' WBC, IBF, WBA women's middleweight titles, and Marshall's WBO women's middleweight title.
That's a lot of letters.
Also on that night, same place, same channel, another title fight. Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner. They're going to be fighting for Mayor's WBO, IBF Women's Junior Lightweight titles, and Baumgartner's WBC Women's Junior Lightweight title. A lot of titles on the line, man. The next four is going to be live on Fight. Ellis Boxing's Brent Leon versus Daniel Holmes. Caribe Royale Orlando. BKFC 31 Denver. My boy Mike Richmond versus Isaac Doolittle. And on PBC Fight Nights, Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. So some bangers of a card, man.
Yeah, man. We start off the weekend with our boy Luis Pena, Violent Bob Ross fighting at XFN Friday night, so that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I was going to say that we have XFN 383 live on UFC Fight Pass. Our boy Arlos is going to be out there covering that event, cage side, the only media that's allowed to be covering that event, which is pretty fucking cool because, you know, Cliff loves us. So expect a full recap and results Saturday or over the weekend. For all of you that can't watch this event, which you should, because it's going to be a badass kickboxing tournament. And yeah, so shout out to Dale Cook and XFN. You know, they're going to put on a badass show tomorrow night. Right on. Well, guys, there wasn't the UFC last weekend. There's a UFC fight night as well.
There wasn't really anything, bro. And you know what? You didn't mention the Jake Paul event. That's this weekend too, isn't it?
No.
That's at the end of the month.
Yeah, at the end of the month. The only thing that they had today was a presser for the undercard. Yeah. So they're not fighting till later.
Well, what they did was the price of the pay-per-view though, the $59.99, and it's Le'Veon Bell and Uriah Hall, right?
Right there, dude. That's worth the $59.99. Well, that's at least worth $50 right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you aren't willing to pay that $59.99, not worth boxing.
Well, before we get started to do our UFC Fight Night predictions, great poster. Let's start off with fight bookings. And,
bro, we forgot a whole thing, man, a whole segment, you know. If you're not watching every single round of every single fight from Friday all the way to Sunday night, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Do you know what to say, David? What do we call those people?
Definitely not a real fight fan. And if you want to be a real fight fan and you don't actually have the time or you work, quit your job, divorce your wife, whatever you need to do, get another TV, and you got to be all in or nothing. You're not a real fucking fight fan.
You're not, bro. And you know, if you're not doing the Dana White's Fuck It Friday challenge, 100% not a fight fan, not a real fight fan.
100,000%, man. You don't do any of that shit, don't even talk to us. Unfriend me.
Unfriend me. Quit your job.
Unfriend me and leave me alone. Right on. Well, let's go ahead and start with the. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, no, there's always definitely plenty of outside the cage news, given there was UFC action last week, and yeah, it's sometimes more interesting that's what's happening in the cage or in the ring. So, but yeah, Rob, you wanted to start with fight bookings?
Yeah, let's start off with the fight bookings.
Well, earlier today, they officially announced the date. Well, we did talk about it the last time we did a show about the Yuri Prochaska Glover rematch. It's official. It's the December 10th card. It's a birthday present for me. I'm happy about it. The OG Glover getting another shot. So, yeah, hopefully they're both healed up and good. And I don't know. Do you guys think like it even comes close to delivering as good of a fight as it was the first time out?
I don't know, man. These guys are battered and older, and you know, it's just one of those fights. Like, it's gonna be a slow fight.
Who are we talking about?
Yuri versus Glover.
Yuri.
Yeah,
That's how you say his name.
I know.
Yuri Prochaska.
I don't know. I'm not really too interested in that fight, anyways.
I am. I want to see Glover win.
Yeah.
No, but
Not all sequels are as good as the first.
But the real fight to make was John Jones and Yuri Prochaska. We all know that. So I don't care if
See,
he's
now,
fat.
that would have been a better fight.
Yeah, but they're gifting the OG one last ride, and I think, fuck, I mean, if he wins, he's still gonna fight and defend that belt. You know, Glover's gonna do that. But in a loss, I kind of see that as being the final fight for Glover to share a.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, December 10th, damn good card. UFC has been announcing fights into January. Even as recent as today, moving on with fight bookings, Kaylin Vieira, Raquel Pennington was added to the January 14th card. And that card is steadily building up because it's got fucking Jeff Neal against Shavkat Karakmanov, which is one of my favorite fights that's this far out. I mean, unbelievable matchmaking there and kind of a well-deserved booking because Shavkat's like low-key killer that nobody wants to fight. And Jeff Neal is kind of that same dude too, coming off an impressive win. So the welterweight division, possibly number one contender, lots of great action on this card, but that was recently added, I think, a couple days ago, or just after last week or so.
Just like how you say, David, Jeff Neal is one of those junkyard dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I keep counting them out, and I'm probably going to count them out in this fight too, unfortunately. But because I'm
And then he's gonna win.
Just because I'm so high on Karakmanov, man. I know Ross Marquis, Jarrett, and guys out there too. They definitely love that guy too. But Jeff Neal, definitely a junkyard dog at 170, and no joke. Most of his fights are super entertaining, and that matchup is amazing for sure. And as far as that January 14th card, I think they did announce what was the fight that's Rudy's favorite fight? Isn't it the OSP and
That's on December.
Gustafsson?
No, that's on
Oh, it's
December
in
card.
December?
That's on the
Okay.
December 10th card.
Okay, because they added okay, yeah. Well, moving on fight bookings, a guy we haven't heard of from a while. He's definitely an entertaining fighter. Fighting a guy that's not too familiar with the average MMA fan, but Phil Rowe against Nico Price, UFC back to Orlando, December 3rd. So that fight is kind of creeping up. But Nico Price, man, always entertaining dude, and ATB, known tough bastard, you know.
Yep.
I thought you said HEB. I was like, what? Is that what it stands for?
And you're right, though, Mark. Gus and OSP is on the December 10th card. So,
Yeah, that fight just doesn't interest me at all, bro.
December 3rd has a nice fight out.
That fight is definitely loser goes home.
It kind of makes me sad in a way, but
Loser goes home. Loser loses his job. I mean,
It's basically a pink slip match.
yeah,
It
pretty
is.
much.
Yep.
That's sad, to be honest.
And December 3rd, Tai Tuivasa coming right back to the mix against Sergey Pavlovich. That is a banger. You know, somebody's going to sleep there. I don't know.
First
I'm
round.
not picking that fight. Yeah, this far out, I don't know who to pick. I nearly.
Stop going on first.
Yeah, Tai Tuivasa. People know he goes in there. You can have to get
I'm
out
going
that
Tai
first round.
Tuivasa, bro. Tai Tui for the shoey.
I do for the shoe.
Yeah, but Tuivasa is always hard to kill. Pavlovich is a guy that's on the rise, and a win over Tuivasa kind of puts him in like the title fucking talks for damn sure. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Pavlovich versus Jones. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm down. At this point, I'm down. I'm down for John Jones versus anybody. At this point, I don't care who it
Fucking
is.
throw in King Kong, man. Let's watch him fight.
John Jones versus Fat Rampage. Make it
There you
happen.
go.
But moving on with fight bookings too, it's a pretty far out booking. It's the second card of the UFC, the 2023, and it's super interesting. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC, Bearju Jiu-Jitsu, Paul Craig against Johnny Walker. Man,
Yeah, that's a wild matchup, bro.
I'm gonna reach out to Johnny Walker and see if we can get him on the show. I'm friends with him on Facebook, so
yeah. And if the Bearju, well, that fight is gonna go one way or the other. It's either Bearju submits him in the first round or Johnny Walker submits him in the second round, right? That matchup.
I think Johnny Walker, he's gonna knock him out, bro. Bergew's hard to get out, bro. But I think Johnny Walker's got the power, man, and he's been working really hard, bro. He looked really good in his last fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking anything away from Berge, but that dude, motherfucker, he likes to take damage to get position, and some guys you just can't play with that kind of power, bro. And Johnny Walker's just one of those guys, man. He's one of those guys. When he starts stringing those wins along, he's gonna be on a hot streak. And I don't know, man. Not a good matchup for Berge, in my opinion. But then again, who is?
Yeah, he went to a rare decision his last fight too. It's very rare he does actually go to decision. So I don't see that fight going to any type of judges scorecard. So, but 2023 is looking pretty bright with the UFC matchmaking. That card in December 10th is kind of gonna set things off going into the new year. But before that happens, it's creeping up really close. Frankie Edgar, Swan Song in New York City against Chris Gutierrez, UFC 281. We were wondering about Frankie, man, but Gutierrez is a gangster too, man, and it's a great fight. They better put it on the fucking main card. That's all I'm saying.
It either be like the feature or the co-main, and I hope it's the co-main or even the main event. I mean, it'd still be a good fight if it's in the main event.
You know what? Dana White's watching. Man, fuck you. Put him on the first fight of the night. Undercard.
Early prelims.
Fuck these goofballs.
Fight past prelims, guys.
Fuck these goofballs. They don't know.
I know, right? He's not from New York. He's from New Jersey. He's the second fight on the prelims. You goofballs.
Right?
Yeah. But, one huge fucking fight that has title implications written all over it too is the guy that nobody wants to fight. I believe to be the champion in 2023. Kailev, fucking the man himself, Jan Blachowicz, Polish power. Yeah. Probably the best fight booking that I've seen in a while at 205. But who else is Jan Blachowicz going to fight? No.
True.
Other than John Jones, right?
John Jones.
Man, ain't nobody. John Jones ain't coming back down to light heavyweight.
No, you don't think so?
Not at least until he's had a run in heavyweight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fight for sure, number one contender, slot. Winner of that fight to the top. For sure. And, well, we're talking about high-level, meaningful fights out there. I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, coming from the man himself, Chael P. Sonnen. Chael and Tito Ortiz in 2023 Bellator.
No, they're fighting for fight fusion.
Oh, never mind. Okay, not Bellator. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But
yeah,
rush bitch.
So Chael Sonnen versus Tito Ortiz 3. That's going to be very, very interesting fight.
Chuck Liddell versus Tank Abbott for the co-main.
Is it? Oh yeah, is it their second time fighting?
Wait, no.
It's their third time.
No, that's their third time.
Chuck and Tito, it's their third time fighting.
Yeah, this is their third fight.
The third fight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Well, every single fight has been a complete shit show, so I'm not expecting.
Well, the second one was controversial because Tito tapped and then no one's seen it. Chael let go and then bam, Tito fucking does what he did. So.
Man,
I think this time if Chael Sonnen gets Tito Ortiz in some sort of lock, he's not going to let go until the referee separates them.
Yeah.
Was it this? No, it wasn't Chael. Who was the fighter with Tito? It was in Bellator. It was a grudge match, and he was like dumping water bottles on. Yeah, it wasn't Chael, right? But it was complete.
Was it in Shamrock?
It was
Shamrock. He didn't fight Shamrock in Bellator, did he? No, they never fought in Bellator.
It was awful, from the flame trunks of Tito to the water bottles to everything. Like, it was probably one of the worst fights in Bellator history. I can't think of who it was. I thought it was Chael, but it's somebody else.
Is that where Tito made Frank look like he got stung by bees?
No, it was a recent fight. It was happened maybe 2-3 years ago.
Oh, Tito versus Jack Del Rio?
No.
That was for Golden Boy, that fight, I think. Against Alberto.
Yeah, I was there. That was Kate's side.
Yeah, I forget who it is, but I mean that goes down in history as why not happen in the WWE type deal.
Yeah. Speaking of WWE, DC is going to be wrestling in a WWE match.
He did ref on the weekend.
Right? He did, right?
Yeah, it was yeah.
How'd that go? 'Cause I didn't see it.
It was cheap. It was
It looked like Carl Winslow reffing.
He looked like the boss of Foot Locker, right?
It really wasn't that great. It didn't really set up.
He's
much.
Foot Locker's final boss.
But it didn't set up squad.
I'll tell you what DC needs to do. He needs to go on a fucking diet. Stop eating that cake and chicken, bro.
Well, it kind of builds up that DC and Brock Lesnar beef. Remember when DC beat Brock came in, shoved him across the fucking cage? So.
Yeah, because Brock's going to feud with Bobby Lashley now.
Man.
I'm not getting locked out on Raw to confront him, so.
So Rudy was right. Tito's last MMA fight was at Combate 51 when he fought Alberto Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Well, the real though, right?
Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, he beat him by a rear naked choke in the first round.
Yeah, I was there, dude. I was at that event, Kate said.
Yep. You sure were?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the guy that wore a mask after one got knocked out by Pro Cop.
Yep.
I'm calling now. I'm calling out. Where's the pyramids at? John Jones, DC, WrestleMania.
Hey.
He finally gets the win. What was true?
Well,
Dana White as a special guest referee.
DC is going through the table sooner than the next couple of weeks. I'll call that.
Oh, he's definitely going through a table every damn night.
I want to see if they can have five from Brock. That's going to be great. That's going to be awesome to see.
DC against Brock?
That's going to be funny to see him taking F5, though.
Dude, I don't even know. Is Brock still wrestling at that yet?
Yeah, he is.
For some reason.
He gets to choose his dates. He gets to choose his dates now.
That's right.
He gets the money and he gets to come wherever the hell he wants, so.
John Jones versus Brock Lesnar. Lesnar versus DC casket match. Jones comes out like the Giant Gonzalez reenacted. Buries them both. There we go.
No, that's Bigfoot Silva. That's like Giant Gonzalez. They look the same.
That's fucking old school shit.
El Gigante?
Like fucking Kane with the red lights, with the mask, with like a pile of dope on both hands. Throws it in the air.
Bro, you know what'd be dope is they had a special guest Kane Velasquez as Kane. First time out of prison, he fucking goes to a WWE event. That'd be awesome.
That's what's gonna be. It's gonna be Brock and John Jones versus DC and freaking Kane at WrestleMania in a tag match.
Man, unbelievable. Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers are high.
Well, we haven't even heard like anything about Jones being matched up, so him, much like Francis and Garland, the time is ticking. It's been ticking for Jones for fucking 4 years moving up to heavyweight. And Garland's contract is up in January, so something's got to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as matchmaking, whether it's in the realm of WWE, UFC, Bellator, LFA, we got to move on to some outside the cage moves.
Rudy?
We're moving to what?
Outside the Cage News.
And we will start off with boxing. We thought he was done. He is the GOAT, and he's fighting again soon. Tyson Fury. Back again. Never. Is this guy ever going to retire? I don't want him to retire.
Dude, he always said, I'm going to retire. Nothing. He comes back 5 months later fighting again.
That's all. That's the reason why, because it's the belt he doesn't have, and he wants to pay it.
And he doesn't get hurt.
Watch him get knocked out, though. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah,
I don't think Chisora is going to be able
Well, I
to
know
do
that.
against Tyson.
I know that, but I'm just saying, I think it'd be hilarious, though. It would be funny. Like one of those kind of flash ones.
Yeah.
They got crap.
And I think there's there's probably 3 or 2 or 3 fights after him. If he does, I don't see him losing to the store. He wants to go in there and make a big payday. He is the highest paid dude, in boxing, more than Canelo.
Yeah.
But he's still, and see, when I mentioned 2 to 3 fights, one of those 3 fights is Francis Ngannou, and possibly a Wilder out of nowhere again. And then there's I don't think he'll do the Andy Ruiz deal, but the Joshua fight for sure.
And one at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, that's a good one too, because for sure I can see him popping up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's stuff with them, so.
Everybody. Even Dana White with the fucking tucked-in shirt with the belt is going to WrestleMania fighting somebody. I guarantee it.
Wearing a fanny pack.
Right, he's gonna choke somebody with that fanny pack.
But yeah, boxing is ramping back up. But it's a shit show, legit matchups, the GOATs and another GOAT, Floyd Mayweather against Nate Diaz. Rumors? Does that happen?
No.
No.
That won't happen. Mayweather is now on one of these things that he's doing now. Is those what are those type of fights that he's doing?
Exhibitions?
Got the word. There you go. He's doing a lot of exhibition fights. He's got an exhibition fight coming up with the YouTuber.
Because he's making money. He's making more money that way.
Yeah.
And he's not risking anything. I mean, what? You lost to a YouTuber?
Records, so.
Yeah, and Nate's not the guy to go in there and take a dive like all the rest of them.
No.
Yeah. No matter how much money, but I would love to see Nate get paid, 10, 15 million for that fight. I'd love that. So.
Oh, yeah.
All rounds?
Yeah, at a later date, it will happen against either Logan or Jake or however that fucking shit plays out. I still believe Anderson Silva pulls out in 2 weeks and Nate fights Jake Paul. Call me crazy, pyramid, conspiracy guy. Nate's fighting Jake Paul in 2 weeks. All right. $9.99.
$9.99.
No, $59.99.
Oh, they said $9.99. I was like, oh, yeah, I think a lot of people buy that pay-per-view.
No, they're starting at $59.99, and then it'll change to $99.99.
Yeah, if Silva pulls out.
Yeah. But moving on outside the cage news, do you guys think, let's see, who is Amanda Nunes even fight at this point besides Shevchenko? I know Pena has expressed interest that it's unsettled.
Her wife.
What do you guys think? Does the UFC actually book that matchup? Because Nunes at this point, there's no matchup for her.
I want to see her beat her wife.
Azula.
Did you say your wife?
Yeah, I want to see her beat her wife, dude. I mean, not like that, but I want to see her beat her wife. I mean, can you beat your wife? Can you? I don't think you can. You're with her for a reason, because she dominates you.
Cyborg, Kayla Harrison, so I don't know if that it's not possible for the PFL and then to do that type of deal, but those are the matchups for her, like competitive fights. But I don't know, Penny could come back. The trilogy, I don't know, somewhat necessary. She did fuck her up the first fight. Second fight was pretty dope. Like Nunes was like, fuck this shit, I gotta, take her to the gates of hell and impressive performance. So in my opinion, to give Penny the trilogy fight.
I was just going to say that.
It's going to generate a lot of money. I don't know where they take the fight to, whether it's Florida, UFC is expanding all over the country again. I heard they're going back to South Korea in February, Super Bowl weekend. I think that's the event that they're having. So they can take that fight anywhere around the world. I think it sells out. So yeah, give Juliana Pena that too.
Yeah, that's the only fight that makes sense, man. I mean, who else is she going to fight besides her wife?
Another guy who hasn't fought in 10 years, or what is it the other day? I see the statistic. He hasn't won a fight in like 1,200 days. Conor motherfucking McGregor
Oh my god.
He's too busy doing Roadhouse or some bullshit.
Like with the circumstances that are, Nate is no longer a part of the UFC, so they say. I mean, that's another pyramid take that he's still somewhat part of the UFC, but they may pull him back for the Conor fight. But in the meantime, if they just want to book Conor and get him back in there, Justin Gaethje's the guy that's calling for that Conor fight. Like, that is a fight that I would love to see. Like, I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor, but Justin Gaethje is not ducking anybody that's not top 10. So that's a money fight. Love Justin Gaethje, but Conor, man, when the hell is that guy gonna fight?
I want to see. I want to see Gaethje Chandler too.
Oh yeah.
That would be dope, bro. Put that main event any day. That would sell some tickets, bro.
What else do we have on the outside of the cage news? Oh, David froze up again. Let's see. He wrote
Yeah. That announcement. Aspen Ladd. She's gonna be fighting. She's gonna be fighting a scale in the PFL.
I think they book Conor McGregor, Justin Gaethje. Call me crazy. I think they book it in like in early 2023.
Dude, if that happens, I'm glad, because we need to see Conor McGregor get his ass beat again.
Yeah. Well, Justin Gaethje has got some of the most lethal leg kicks in the division in the UFC. So Conor, yeah, I don't think that's the best fight for you, but if he really wants to come back and prove a point and he's able to catch Gaethje on some crazy shit, that chisels him into like right there, yeah. Because Gaethje's one of the top dogs. He is like indeed one of the toughest dudes in the lightweight division. We've seen what Oliveira did in lightweight and back quickly. So.
Yeah. What's next?
Pay Justin Gaethje. You know,
right? Pay him.
Hey, no to gay Jesus.
What did you say?
Just say no to gay Jesus. Justin Gay Jesus.
UFC 282 has a guy named Paddy Pimblett that's supposedly looking for a fight. He's a big draw. I'm just kind of confused on what the fuck is going to happen.
He's a big fatty, is what he is.
Like, you can't book a fight for this guy on 2 weeks' notice. It's got to be 2 to 3 months out. So if he's fighting somebody, he's got to know, within a few days from now. And if it's December 10th, December 3rd, who the hell do they match this guy for? Paddy Pimblett?
I don't know.
Kevin Holland.
Yo, man. Hey, that wouldn't work, but yeah, that would be fun.
Right?
That would be fun.
That wouldn't work.
They both, the leech.
Well, Paddy Pimblett weighs as much as John Jones right now, so he
And bro, he weighs as much as Ngannou.
No, you guys throw a wild card name out there that fights Paddy Pimblett.
Gabby Garcia.
Hey.
Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp.
I want to, dude. I want to get back to those freak show events, bro. I miss it. Did you guys catch the K1 event last weekend? That was fucking awesome.
I did.
Oh,
I got some of it.
we'll talk about that after the outside of the cage news.
Yeah, I think, well, if Paddy Pimblett's going to fight at 170, they should, give him, somebody that's a junkyard dog. Like a fucking Francisco Trinaldo or, somebody like that. You know what I mean? I know he just fought, but, that would be an ideal matchup. Somebody that's a true grinder. But if he's going to 55, that's, I don't even know, at 55. Give him fucking Lando Venado. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, but he is indeed in talk for UFC 282, so they should announce an opponent for him any day now. Return to Paddy the Batty. Rudy's favorite fighter, you know that.
He's my favorite fatty.
Hey, Nick Diaz has been wanting to get a fight. Give him Nick Diaz.
Oh, yeah. What about Nick Diaz?
Right? Fat Nick Diaz versus Fat Patty Pimblett.
Yeah, Diaz is in better shape now, and he's got that he had that operation, the neck operation. So
There you go. Okay.
I heard he's
At a
been looking
Vegas
good.
buffet. At a Vegas buffet.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what?
I think next opponent's going to be a buffet. That's what it's going to be, David. This next opponent's going to be a buffet.
Get this. Does Robbie Lawler have a fight booked out there? They want to know what's going to stand. Give Patty Pimblett fucking Robbie Lawler. Seriously.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Hell yeah. That would be, yes.
Stop giving guys that can't fight. Give him a guy that actually can't fight. It's a legend, and then let's see. Then we'll find out if he's truly the baddie.
That can't fight and take a hit.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Levy
Man can give a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I don't know. They probably give him another game, but we're just throwing some names out there, like I said. But yeah, until I see him fight somebody that's like Brian, like I said, for the low. Francisco Ronaldo, the guys like in his 40s, probably still take Patty Pimblett to the gates of hell. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is indeed. It's interesting who they will give him next, because after this fight, they're gonna. He can't slow play a guy this long. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be a big draw. They're gonna have to give him a big fight. If they happen to go back to England with Leon Edwards Guzman, pretty sure they want him on that card, and you got to fight somebody good, and that's probably going to happen within the next 2-3 months. So, yeah, fights that fucking matter. Okay, that's what we're talking about on this show.
Yes.
But to close out the outside the cage news, we heard it today. Rob called it when the whole Zuckerberg buyout of the worst.
I called it. I told you guys. He is there to sit next to Dana White, check shit out, look at this event, and make a deal with Dana White. I called it on the podcast before that event, and I said that he's going to make a deal with Dana White. And sure as hell, what news came out today?
And Rudy confirmed too, Zuckerberg bought out the worst UFC card of 2022, right?
Oh yeah, bro. He was actually there because he wanted. This is what I heard from reliable sources. He left his wife because he wanted to try to get with Mackenzie Dern, and it was under the pretenses that if she won, she would have to marry Mark Zuckerberg. So she lost on purpose. It's true story, bro.
No, Mackenzie Dern spilled the beans, and that fight she was told to lose because she spilled the beans, or that was her punishment. She was appearing.
Yep, it was, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Goddamn right, that was the way it happened. Because Dern should have won that fight, right? Like, that was
Yes.
Yeah.
She got pieced up, dog. And you know why? Because her opponent is related to Mark Zuckerberg's wife, well, now ex-wife. So she was told to go in there and beat her ass for breaking up a happy marriage.
That's already done.
True story, bro. True story. If you say that at the end of anything, then it's true, 100%.
That's a punishment within the metaverse before the metaverse.
Yeah, I saw an article today that the metaverse has like 30 subscribers, bro. A total of 30 subscribers at one time, max. Like, dude, are you serious? Have you guys ever had like VR? I have a VR set, and that metaverse shit, it's so stupid, bro. It's the dumbest crap ever. It looks like 1990s, the early 2000s avatars. It looks so dumb, and it's so boring. I don't know how they're gonna, expect people to put on a headset for 4 hours and watch an event. 4 hours plus, because that's how long these events are, man. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
And it's also like a lot of money that the fighters will never see, and even if they have the VR set, they'll only
They it's stipulated, bro. They'll see all the money in VR as long as they have the VR, but other than that, they won't. If you have VR, you can see anything.
Yeah. Dude, your audio is rattling.
It's rattling?
Yeah.
Weird feedback.
Just right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they indeed do that, like you said about the amount of subscriptions, and like I don't understand like what the next move is, like UFC just moving into the fucking, you know what I mean? That doesn't seem like anything that's going to be the next big thing. You know what I mean, like Dana White's always trying to like be the next big thing, taking over the world, fucking like Nero. But I don't think that's a...
No, you know what, dude? It's Pinky and the Brain, bro. He's the brain. Pinky's fucking Zuckerberg. I need to make a meme of that. Pinky and the Brain.
Fucking do it.
That is not great.
Like I put on like one of those Oculus Rift things like one time and checked it out. Like, it's cool and all, but like you said, it's kind of like playing like Turok 2. I don't know if you guys remember that game. And,
oh my god.
Like it's
Yeah,
that
man.
type of animation or like a Minecraft type shit, whatever. Like I'm not into all that. It's
Zelda.
Like I play a ton of games, bro. I'm a huge gamer, and the VR is not there yet, man. It's fun. There's a lot of really cool games. A lot of really cool games that you get, active in. I think what they should have done is made something like Supernatural, is like a health fitness app, and to have actual UFC fighters teach people. Just combos, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do in Supernatural. And it's super fun, bro. And it's a subscription base. People would totally pay for that. And they could pay these fighters, man, a cut of that. People want to do your workout, they'll work out with you. That money goes to you.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you could fight John Jones if you want. And,
Yeah, stuff like that would be super dope, bro. And there's a lot of potential, when you look at it that way. But what they want to do is like, oh, you get to be a spectator in the crowd up front, cage side, blah blah blah. Once you fight, yeah, you think I'm gonna do that for 4 hours with a stupid headset on? I don't think so, man.
No.
What am I supposed to do when Sandwich Fight of the Night comes on? Walk to the kitchen with this stupid thing in my head?
Yeah. And then again,
bro, and on top of that, you should see the new prototypes for that thing. It's like $1,300, bro. I'm like, no way, I ain't paying $1,300 for some bullshit I'm barely even gonna use. I don't think so, man.
Fuck that.
yeah, I have a feeling it's not going to be the next greatest thing. It's like, and
Hell no.
It takes on it, because for real, like, I mean, if the money does go back to the fighters, I'm all for it. But I have absolutely no faith in that, like, where they're going to get a decent cut. Where
100%, bro. The next big thing is smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
No, the smell master. Remember that was that movie? Rich?
Yeah.
That scientist was way ahead of his time. He invented the fucking smell master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like nobody's made that shit yet.
Smell-o-vision. So you'll be able to smell stuff through the TV.
What's his name? What's the name of the scientist? Richie Rich.
I don't remember.
Question of the night, Professor
I
King.
can't remember.
Professor King
What
being.
is it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Well,
the guy,
I can tell you which first event's going to happen on the Metaverse. It's going to be LFA 144 on Friday, October the 14th.
mm-hmm.
And that's the first event, official first event on UFC Fight Pass for Metaverse.
And if you
What day is that again? What's the date?
Friday, October the 14th.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
LFA.
I'm gonna
Dude,
try.
can we put that?
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, LFA 144.
I'll check it out, and I will tell you guys what I see.
And if you don't check it out, you're not a real metaverser or.
100% not a real fight fan.
Yeah. See, now that we're playing that like the way it is, metaverse, like you have to do that and watch the events all simultaneously. So it's a lot to keep up. Like, I mean, quit your job now. Like you got to find a way to make it all work. It's it's a big commitment. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you have to get 2 jobs during the week just so you can have the weekends off, you're gonna have to do it if you want to be a real fight fan.
The Fucking Friday challenge in the metaverse, I cannot wait.
I know, right? Smell-o-vision, baby. I want to smell what Dayton's cooking.
Gross.
But that should
Gross.
it's unlimited. I mean, if we could have the show go on for 5 hours, we could and talk about every single thing happening all around the world. Fortunately, we have lives and kids and jobs
and pets.
So that means we're not real fight fans?
Yeah. Hey, now.
Hey, but we still make it happen. We're still able to watch the event.
Hey, but we were watching fights and real fight fans, or real fight fans were real fight fans.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Narf all day, baby. Not a real fight fan.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's go ahead and get our predictions in for UFC Fight Night Grasso versus Araujo.
Let's look at this poster, bro. This poster is freaking miserable. It looks so lazy, man.
It does.
Disrespect to the women.
This event's going to be an early event. It's going to be live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's 2 o'clock my time. So it's going to be early. It's an early event. I'm probably going to miss the main event. Hopefully not. But if I'm where I'm at tomorrow night, I hope I get some service. I'm going to be at the Kill Switch Gauge, at the Lamb of God concert on Saturday night. So, yeah, it's going to be dope.
Real fight fan right there.
No, I said I'm going to have it on my phone while I watch the concert.
Who else is playing, bro? Lamb of God and who else? Kill Switch Engage?
Yeah, and then there's one of my favorite bands. She's a female front woman, Spirit Box. Dude.
Never heard of that.
If you're into that type of music, you'll love Spirit Box. That band she's just amazing, man. So I can't wait to see her perform. And then there's some other, local bands that's going to be there. I really don't know who they are, but it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait to see Lamb of God.
I haven't been to a metal show in a while, bro. The last metal show I was at, my wife was 9 months pregnant, and I took her to go see Slayer.
Nice.
Sunshine Theater, Robert? What's the name?
At the Isleta Theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your time. If you don't have those fights on and going live while showing you're watching the fights.
I'll have my brother-in-law take a picture of me watching the fights with the concert in the background.
You have to always keep that in the back of your mind that, the truth is right there and you got to go above and beyond.
Hell yeah.
Remember, folks, if you're not doing all of that, all these suggestions, you're not writing these down and, committing to them every weekend, you're not a real fight fan.
No, you're not. I need to make a shirt that says hashtag you're not a real fight fan.
And then week to week, it keeps changing. There's so many events. The shit show keeping up. The metaverse just got thrown at us like a fucking fastball. You know what I mean? We got LFA coming at us, a metaverse style. So it's a lot to keep up with, but whatever you need to do to be a real fight fan, you gotta do that shit.
Yep.
You're out. So let's grade the poster.
You're out of the circle.
What do you guys grade the poster?
And speaking of circles, I'm giving this fight poster a big butthole.
Yeah, I don't know. It's lazy. The colors are used again. It's like the thing in LA. It's not at the fucking crypto.com arena. So it's not at the LSU stadium like Rudy you were mentioning last. Like I don't know, purple and gold just comes to mind. Like,
Yeah, it's lazy, man. It's lazy is what it is. It's like
It reminds me of the Saved by the Bell logo.
right. They're like, what colors say female? Ah, pink and yellow, perfect.
Yeah, no. I don't like it.
I like their poses, man. That's cool. You know what I mean? The colors and the font just it's stupid, bro.
I'm giving it a 1, just for the fact of the poses,
The
and it's
one.
because Alexa Grasso's on it. So a 1.
-2.
Balls. So you give me balls.
And I'm not knocking the fight. I like the fight. I really do like the main event. Like I do. It's a main event that
I'm giving it. I'm gonna give. You know what? I'm gonna change my score. I'm gonna give it a taint.
A taint. Yeah, I gave it a butthole. You give it a taint.
It's a
David's
taint.
giving it balls. Or negative balls, actually.
A sweaty, hairy taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a lazy ass poster for a card that I mean, it's not no knock to the athletes that are on the card. It's not. I mean, it is deserving of a main event because the females that are competing, like, it's not their fault that there's like a big gap between like the champion and where they're at. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a pretty big gap. You know, because at the top of the mountain, you got to fight Valentina Shevchenko. You know what I mean? So Alexa Grasso, eventually maybe she might get that shot, but Araujo, it's a tough matchup though. I mean, I don't know what we're to call it. Like starting at the top of the card, we'll work our way down. Because there's a lot of fights at the bottom of this card that are just...
Let's start with the bottom, dude. I want to start at the bottom.
Well, Rudy Lara starting with the bottom, the very first fight. I think Rob...
This fight of the night, bro. Fight of the night. This is the one I'm looking forward to. I wish this was on the first fight on Metaverse.
Fuck no. This dude needs to go away, man.
Who?
Mike Jackson. That fool needs to leave.
Well, he said he's fighting for shits and giggles or something, like some article that I read, but...
Was it his that he wrote? Because it probably was.
But this fight, I'm not even going to make a pick. I don't give a shit, and I'm not watching this fight. How about that?
Me neither.
I'm watching it because I want to see him get his ass kicked. Pete Rodriguez for the win.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're all going to pick Rodriguez. KO first round.
Well, his last name is spelled with a Z at the end, so I'm always going to pick that.
Yeah.
Oh, and they actually moved that fight up, dude. From what I'm seeing.
Not on Tapology.
No, okay. Yeah, Tapology's not showing that. That needs to be the first fight. It can't be any other way.
Next.
Next, we got Tatsuro Taira versus CJ Vergara.
Ooh.
I hate that last name, bro.
Vergara?
Yeah, it always just reminds me of cara de verga. Verga cara.
Well, I'm going to go with Tatsuro. I mean, he is undefeated for a reason. This guy's a banger. I'm gonna pick Tatsuro winning, and he's going to beat CJ Vergara.
Yeah, let's hope that Mike Jackson fight is not moved up at all. Like, I hope that's not true.
I hope it gets scratched.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping that doesn't happen.
You know, one thing to take away from this is Tatsuro Taira, I hope you cut your hair, bro. You just look weird with that haircut. That's like the typical Asian haircut. Like, bro, come on, man. I don't want to see the typical Asian haircut with you, man. Fix it. He's like the Asian Patty Pimlet. Hate it.
The placement of the fight, though, on the card, I mean, this fight will deliver, though. I have a feeling that it's going to be an entertaining fight.
Oh, that one's going to be a good one.
Yeah, once the first shit show's over, then I'll probably tune in and we'll start from here.
The first shit show is going to be good, bro. It's going to be good because Mike is going to get he's gonna get put out, bro. So I'm gonna enjoy that. And then the next fight's gonna be a banger too. So it's gonna start off with two awesome fights. The next fight is Piero Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes.
What?
This is Sam Hughes' cutting board fight. She's fighting for a job.
Well, that's what they said the last fight, bro. And she came out and she demolished her opponent, bro. I don't know, man. I think people are overlooking her again, and I'm not, man. The last time she came out, she looked amazing, bro. Amazing. She just looked like she improved leaps and bounds. I'm thinking she comes in, with that momentum and riding that wave in, bro. I think Sam Hughes is going to shock a lot of people again tomorrow.
I thought she was fighting off a loss, so she did win her last fight?
Yeah, she won her last fight, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
Yeah, I thought for sure she lost her last fight.
Her last fight, no, she won against Elise Reed. She was supposed to lose that fight bad, and she beat the shit out of Reed, bro. And it was for three rounds. She beat her ass. She dominated her on the feet, on the ground, and then she put her out in 3 minutes 52 seconds in the third round. I remember saying this is her last fight. She's gonna be cut. She's lost, and she really turned it around. So I'm really excited to see this fight to see if I'm right. She's got a tough opponent in Piero Rodriguez, but she's 8-0. She hasn't lost. But again, man, Sam Hughes, she's bigger, she's longer, and she's more experienced, bro. I have a really good feeling on this one.
Yeah, Sam Hughes has always been tough, though, even like in her days of LFA too, as well. She's super tough. So, but in the UFC, she's fought some pretty tough competition. But I was somewhat thinking she was coming off of a bad loss, but off a win. It's a tough fight. I guess she sticks around in the UFC, like win or lose.
Yeah. Well, Rodriguez is coming in with 2 wins from the UFC, and she's undefeated.
Yeah, she's undefeated, man.
So, I mean, it's going to be a good fight, man. I'm going to pick Rodriguez on this one. I don't know. I just have a feeling that Rodriguez might come out with a win, and it's going to be by decision.
Yeah, she's a minus 174 favorite. Sam Hughes plus 138 underdog. It was higher, dude. I think she was like a plus 210 underdog when I saw it earlier in the week. But Sam Hughes, man, I think she's really gonna shock a lot of people again. That last fight, bro, I didn't think she was gonna win, and she fucking destroyed, man.
Yeah.
Mark, who do you got?
I'll go with Hughes. I was gonna say a draw, but I'm waiting. Save my draw for later in the card.
Hey, we're due for a fucking draw, though. I gotta put it there. Sure.
We are kind of due for one, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next is Joe Anderson Brito versus Lucas Alexander. Joe Anderson Brito is definitely the favorite, minus 425 favorite, plus 315 underdog for Lucas Alexander. I think this is Lucas Alexander's debut, and I think he's coming in on short notice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Brito is coming off of who did he beat? He beat somebody good, like Andre Feely or somebody, right? He starts them.
It was Joanne. I remember saying, man, ain't nobody gonna lose to some dude named after his mom.
Yeah, no,
Joe Anderson.
And anybody that beats Andre Feely is good. I like guys that beat Andre Feely. So.
Yeah, Joe Anderson Brito, he's winning this fight.
Yep, he sure is.
Yeah.
Welcome to the UFC, Lucas.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a strange card. It really is, though. These fights are very odd. I mean, given the first shit show fight of the night where that didn't be on the card, but oh well. Who do we have next up, though, Rudy?
We got Nick Maximov versus Jacob Malkoun.
Yes.
I'm excited about this one, bro. Really excited. Nick Maximov's minus 130 favorite, plus 110 underdog for Jacob Malkoun. I'm picking Malkoun for this one, man. That dude, I've seen him he's dominant. They're both dominant, you know, on the ground. But this guy's just like a wet blanket, bro. I think his wrestling is going to be a little more superior.
Yeah, and I gotta admit that Maximov's Nate Diaz accent gets better and better each time out.
It does.
But I faded him last time. Rudy and I both faded him, and it was a legit fade. Like, he got smoked.
Yep.
And everybody, you know what I'm saying? So this time around, I think it's a good matchup for him, though. But Malkoun is just wild, man. Like Rudy said, the wrestling. Maximov's a great jiu-jitsu guy. Of course, Cesar Gracie, Nick Diaz.
Of course.
I hate to fade those guys, but after last time out, I don't know, man. We'll see what he does coming off a loss against Malkoun. I think they did a good job in matchmaking here. And
Yep.
I'm going to probably pick Malkoun, but it's like a 49-51 type deal, though.
Yeah,
Malkoun's gonna just lay and pray on this fight.
Yeah, all his fights are like unanimous decision, bro. You know, and his last fight against Brendan Allen, I thought he won that fight. So.
Yeah, he gave Brandon Allen a hell of a fight. True that. That's right.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's good competition that Maximov has yet to fight. So he's gonna have a hard. It's gonna be a tough fight for Maximov.
And if I'm not mistaken, Jacob Malkoun moved up in weight to take on Allen. It was like last minute or some shit.
Yeah, but I agree. And I'm pretty sure Malkoun is the favorite, right? Really?
No, Maximov's the favorite for this fight.
Okay,
Yeah, Malkoun's the underdog, so put your money on Malkoun, man, because you're gonna win some money.
Yeah, I like the matchup for Malkoun. It's close, very close, but the gig to Maximov is becoming so.
Yeah, up next we got Rafael Assunção versus Kenny G, Victor Henry.
Rafael Assunção, man, is that a dark star? Eugene Robinson say, Lost Battalion.
He's a plus 300 underdog, minus 400 favorite for Victor Henry. Nobody's got Rafael winning this fight. He's been knocked out, like what, 2 fights in a row?
He's been knocked out man. For the last 5 years.
Well, he got knocked out by Simone, Cody Garbrandt, lost his decision to Sandhagen, got subbed by Moraes. His last fight that he won was against Rob Font, July 7, 2018.
Oh, well, see, I mean,
Rafael's gonna come in knocked out.
Yeah, that competition that he's fought, you cannot knock those losses because those are some of the best dudes.
Right.
Not including Cody Garbrandt. He should have won that. But
yeah,
Assunção is that guy though. He's that fucking low key, like gatekeeper, junkyard dog that goes out there and gonna go out on your shield. You know what I mean? Like, you sort of have to fight that dude to make a name for yourself coming up in like the 15s, 20s these days. But back in the day, he was like top 5 material. So you mentioned the names, the Sandhagens, Marlon Moraes. Those guys are all studs, man. But it's hard to pick Assunção in any fight these days, for goddamn sure. I like Kenny G for sure. I counted him out last time. Kenny G gets the job.
Yeah, man. I thought he was going to lose against Hani Barcelos. He was a huge underdog in that fight. And, bro, he lit Barcelos up. Like 220-something strikes thrown. He landed like 181 of the strikes. So not only is his output insane, but his accuracy is insane. Yeah, I don't think Assunção is he's gonna hang in there, man, with this guy.
No, and I think Assunció's gonna get his pink slip too.
Yeah, agreed.
I think Assunção gets a PFL brand right into his arm after this.
Or
fight.
Eagle FC.
Yeah, either way, Eagle is good for him, but I have a feeling this card is kind of the way I see it in its entirety. There's a lot of guys getting cut. End of their contract, end of the road. And in this fight, Assunção, it's win or lose. Even in a win, he could be gone too. We've seen it happen a lot lately. So.
Yeah.
But who we got next week?
We got Mana Martinez versus Brandon Davis. Mana Martinez is coming in as a favorite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, minus 162 favorite, plus 130 underdog for Brandon Davis. They're both coming off of losses in their last fights. But again, Mana Martinez is a favorite here. This is a good matchup, man. It's gonna be exciting. I don't know if I really see a finish in this fight. But definitely going to be a banger.
Yeah, it's gonna be a back and forth fight, man. It's one of those fights that you don't want to miss. I don't know, man. I think Brandon Davis might pull out a win, man. He just might win this fight by decision.
Mm-hmm.
Might be even a split decision.
What decision? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'm kind of leaning that way too because Brandon Davis has shown that he's tough to finish, but I mean he's just one of those. He's a grinder, man. He's been cut from the UFC, comes back. He's been knocked out, been out of the fight, comes back, gets finished. So he's a dog, man. Manny Martinez, yeah, very proper as a favorite. I like him in the fight in a unanimous decision.
Yeah, man. I think Brandon Davis got knocked out by Dana Batgirl his last time out. He took Giga Chikadze to a decision in 2019. I mean, that's not an easy task. So yeah, man. If he does win, it's going to be by decision. I don't see him knocking out Mana, but ultimately, I got Mana winning this fight by decision.
Yeah, because Davis's last fight it was in the UFC, correct?
Yeah, Brandon Davis's last fight was in the UFC against Batgirl, man. That was October 16th. It was a year ago, man. October 16th, 2021.
Okay, so he's been on the show. I thought for some reason he competed outside of the UFC, but I know he was cut. He came back, and he was a guy that was a pretty high prospect.
He probably did. Let me see.
Yeah, Martinez, definitely much more upside on him. It's a good test from as far as matchmaking.
Who we got next up? Let me see here. The next fight up, we got Misha Serkinov versus Alonzo Menafield. This one's two big guys. Minus 205 favorite for Menafield, 175 plus 175 underdog for Misha Serkinov. Yeah, this one's
Alonso's gonna knock the shit out of fucking Misha, bro.
For sure.
He's gonna drop his. Dude, Misha's coming in with 4 losses, so this is another fight that if Misha loses, he's getting a pink slip. Alonso's got a fucking heavy hand, man.
Yeah, he's a guy that needs to be on the show too. Alonzo Menafield, to reach out to him. But Serkinov was a scary guy, years ago. He fought some of the top guys. What did he do? Did he go to heavyweight, and then now he's coming back down to 205?
Yeah, he's fighting in middleweight,
Or middleweight, I'm sorry. So, yeah, he made the jump to 205. He's coming back down to middleweight, taking losses in both weight classes. But as far as Menafield, though, all you got to do is get a little bit of a motivation on that guy's side. He's going in there for the kill. I know his last opponent talked a lot of shit. Menafield went in there, took care of business. I think this fight is kind of not necessarily tailor-made, but it's the type of fight that Menafield shines, though, because Serkinov, I don't know if he possesses the power he used to. That's the way he would finish fights. But Menafield is dangerous, man. I don't think this fight even sees the second round.
I don't think so either, man.
Yeah. Because like you said, Rob, Serkinov, how he's still in the UFC with 4 losses, I mean, you could stamp him the Eagle FC right now at this moment.
Hell yeah. Get that contract ready in the locker room.
And no knock to beat the Serkinov. Like I said, he's badass. Yeah, years ago,
he was. Yes.
He's one of those guys that's just complete lost talent. At this point, you say his name, and you're like, "Wow, this guy's still in the UFC."
It's because he's GSP's older brother. Look at this guy, bro. He looks like GSP's older brother. I am not impressed.
Why don't you go out there and start Menafield while we were talking about it?
That'd be funny.
Menafield, Alonzo Menafield, he's going to be on the show soon. He's going to start Misha Serkinov. So.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Yep.
What's his nickname? Atomic?
Yeah, that's a cool ass nickname too. Yeah.
Right? Isn't it Atomic?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. He's gonna drop his ass first round.
But see, adding to, like I said, pink slips and guys fighting their final fights in the UFC.
Yeah, Serkinov is definitely fighting for his.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Jordan Wright versus Dusko Todorovic. Both guys coming off of losses. Let me look at the.
Very familiar with Jordan Wright. This fight is very middleweight.
Yeah.
UFC.
Plus 166 underdog for Jordan Wright. Todorovic minus 210 favorite for this event.
Dude, if Jordan Wright loses, this is another fighter that's going to get his pink slip.
Yep.
Man, I love Jordan Wright too. I mean, if he gets backed up, I don't know. He's such a finisher though too. Like his weakness is not necessarily the feet or the ground game. He's very skilled there. It's just when he gets hurt, I don't know, man. It's some of those we've seen these fighters where they get hurt, they look for a way out. I'm not saying that's what happened with Jordan Wright, but he's gotten in wars, man. Fought some tough competition, so this is a good matchup for him. It's like it's kill or be killed. That's kind of the way Jordan's career has been. He is a goddamn finisher, so I'm going with Jordan Wright for the finish in this one. Under 2 rounds, Jordan Wright gets the win.
Man, I'm on the fence right now with this fight, man. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
Just because both fighters, I mean, I don't know. I love Jordan Wright. I mean, me and you've seen Jordan Wright fight, and it's, he's a local boy from Jackson Wing, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He trains out here. But it's just those losses, man. It's those losses that get me.
I remember when he was just a guy walking around the gym in Jackson Wing, where there's legends walking around, and there's a guy that's the Beverly Hills Ninja, and eventually made his way to the UFC now, and always been a fan of him.
Yeah.
That mentality type deal of like he's super skilled, he's got the skills, and when he's on top of his game, and his fights usually don't last that long. That's why I'm picking him for under 2. But if he does lose, it'll probably be under 2 as well. So, but I don't know, Rudy, who do you got though, man? Who's the favorite in this fight?
Dusko Todorovic, man. I'm going with Dusko winning this fight. After seeing them fight Gregory Rodriguez and taking them to a decision, those guys put a beating on each other, man. This guy, he's hard to put out, man. Have you seen the size of that guy's fucking head? It's huge. Yeah, I got him winning this fight. What did I put down? It couldn't
Now
have
you're
been.
gonna make me change my pick, mentioning the RoboCop fight. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, bro, that fight was brutal, man. And yeah, dude, I got him taking out Jordan Wright second round.
Man. I'm going to make a crazy ass prediction and say Jordan Wright, doctor stoppage. Some crazy cut. Yeah.
Ooh.
Jordan Wright tends to, like,
He can't do that, right? He can slice the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah, he could. I mean, that's one way to get this guy out of there, especially the size of that noggin, dude. All you have to do is throw an elbow and it's going to hit.
Yeah, because you guys I'm referencing is it Villanueva? Gabe Villanueva when he fought Jordan Wright? That was like one of the nastiest cuts ever in the UFC. He had like a second head.
Yeah.
His eye. That was Jordan Wright, yeah. So when he's on top of his game, that shit can happen. So I'm going to go with Jordan Wright still. But, man, Dusko, that Rodriguez fight. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. It was Ike Villanueva.
That cut was nasty.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. That was a nasty cut.
That was about as nasty as RoboCop's cut a couple weeks ago.
No, that was ugly, bro.
You can see the fucking bone.
You can see his third eye.
You can see his arteries. Yeah. But moving on to the next one already. What do we got next?
We got Askar Askarov versus Brandon Royval. Plus 175 underdog for Askarov and minus 205 favorite for Royval. As far as the betting odds go, and that's UFC. I know the betting odds are different, bro. I think Royval's the underdog here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, minus 275 favorite for Askarov. Royval's a plus 195 underdog.
Some money to be made there.
Yeah, there's money to be made on this fight, man. Although I'm picking Askarov, dude. You know, anytime I have a high level wrestler against anybody else, it's always a high level wrestler that wins, man. And
No,
it's
good point, because I think Royval, as much of a stud as he is, and like how reckless and like his style that is his style that wins fights, Askarov's style is the style that stops that negates that.
yeah,
You know,
Mm-hmm.
going into this fight, Royval's going to be Royval, and Askarov. I mean, it is definitely a great matchmaking for one, but the styles match up, styles make fights. It may in fact be a boring fight. We very rarely have seen Royval in a boring fight, but if it is, it's Askarov just doing what he does to negate the style of Royval. But would not be surprised if there's so many submission attempts thrown from Royval, and he's a guy that I've always wanted to see fight Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick called him out on his show, so maybe later down the road we'll see Jimmy against either of these guys. So, but I can't go against Askarov, man. Royval's a stud. Askarov by decision.
Yeah. Totally agree with everything you just said, David.
Yeah.
yeah. Up next, we got Silent Cub Swanson versus Jonathan Martinez. This is definitely going to be fight of the night for me. Plus 175 underdog for Cub, minus 205 favorite for Jonathan Martinez. Who you got?
It's at 135 too, so it's uncharted. Okay, for Cub.
It is.
Yeah, I'm thinking Martinez by decision, man.
Man, I was just going to say that I think Martinez is going to take this fight. As much as I love Cub and as much as we've been watching Cub Swanson fight, this young cat, man, 28 years old, he's on a 3-fight win streak. Yeah, they might be by unanimous decisions, but I think it's going to be another unanimous decision against Cub. It's going to be a tough fight for Martinez, man. But I still have Jonathan winning, man. Because isn't Cub like his last wins were like win loss?
Yeah, no, he anytime.
Yeah, they've been a win loss.
Yeah, he beat Elkins. He lost to Chikadze. He beat Pineda. Yeah, so he's just.
Yeah.
He beat Gracie. I remember that. That was funny.
I think Cub smashes him. I think makes it look easy because Cub usually gets pretty motivated when they count him out and say he's the old man. Who is the greatest fight of all time? What's the Asian fighter that he was 10 years younger than him at that time, and he went out there and beat him? What's the fight I'm talking about?
Takanori Gomi?
No.
No.
It's in the Hall of Fame.
Kawajiri?
No, it's a Hall of Fame fight. I can't think of the but yeah.
Oh, what the fuck's his name?
Yeah, I can't think of it at the moment, but that time, that's where Cub was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna prove a point. I'm still the legend here. I'm still the old dog, and you got to go through me. Guys like Cub that beat Darren Elkins, that fight like the top competition, still in the game, still a legend. It's hard to pick against those guys. Jonathan Martinez got a lot to prove. I know he's buddy of mine, Roy Salcedo, the guys on the Force of One. They're familiar with Jonathan Martinez. They cross-trained with him. I don't know, man. It's tough to beat Cub Swanson, man. I don't like to count the guy out. He is.
But was it Toho Choi?
Yeah, the Troy fight.
Yeah. Choi.
That's
That was
the
back in
legend.
2016.
And everybody thought Cub was done and walked then, and what happened there, so. But what's kind of worries me is the 135 cut, because Cub's not 135er, Martinez is. I know at the presser, or was it media day, Cub didn't even speak a word. He had, what's his name, Dan Argueta.
Yeah, he was like a translator or something. That was weird.
And Dan Argueta, another guy that Rob and I have seen fight, like all these amateur fights and everything too. So, but I'm not going to pick against Cub. If Martinez wins, good on him, man. He beat a legend. I just don't think Cub I'm not going to go out there easy. If it is a win on Martinez's side, decision, but I'm going to go Cub Swanson. Cub smashes him, though. Maybe submits him in the first round.
That would be great.
Main event.
The main event, we have Alexa Grasso versus Viviane Araujo. Minus 225 favorite for Grasso and plus 190 underdog for Viviane Araujo.
I'm going for my Mexican pride, man. I'm going for Alexa Grasso. I mean, ever since she's been up to flyweight, bro, she's been fucking dominating. So I'm going for Alexa. I know Rocco is a very tough chick, man. She's strong. She can box. Her ground game is phenomenal. But I'm thinking with the win that Alexa has behind her coming into this fight, it's a huge motivation. Plus, this could be a fight that puts Alexa into title contention. If she wins massively, then yes, this could be a title contention fight for Alexa.
Yeah, as far as you said, Rob, an impressive win for sure. For some reason, I think the fight will be really close because both ladies have had problems with the wrestling, like getting dominated there. So I think if Araujo is able to steal some rounds, like and put a wrestle on the back and gate the striking, make it close, I think that's where the fight sees the later rounds. But if Grasso can keep it on the feet early and do work and do what she does, because she is definitely a better striker in my opinion, she'll probably overwhelm the judges and make it look easy. But ultimately, my pick will be Grasso by unanimous decision, split decision. But there's a slight chance that this is a sandwich of the night fight.
Oh yeah, I agree, bro. So don't eat until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is going to be a good fight, man. I'm really excited about this one. I can't wait to see it. I'll be at the concert watching this fight. I don't care who's playing.
I got Grasso winning this fight by decision.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, it is proper for a main event because, you know, eventually if Grasso does become, like you said, Rob, the next contender, they got to have a lot of eyes on her. People got to know who she is because the average MMA fan, the fucking Buffalo Wild Wing people, they don't know who she is. So on Saturday night, she gets a big win. She's, one fight away from competing for the belt. So that's the meaning of this fight as a main event because you could probably put fucking Royval and Askarov as the main event too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Fuck Royval. He robbed me of a fucking perfect night with a bullshit decision win, so fuck him.
Yeah.
Well, who do you pick on this main event?
I can't pick anyone right now. I can't pick right now.
Majority draw.
Screw it, I'm going to draw.
Just go to win, and then you make a pick. That's how it's
I mean, that's a
Point back.
that's I could see that happening, dude. A draw.
Man, yeah, that's where sandwiches come out. You gotta have it ready. And just...
Yeah, they better have that in the fucking metaverse.
Oh man, right on, guys. Well, that's our predictions for UFC Fight Night. I think we've hit every single fight. Well, yeah, we did. But as far as fight news and outside the cage news, this was a great show. So anybody that's going to be watching this show, obviously it's going to be pre-recorded because of the shit that we're going through right now. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, normally we do it live and direct.
We do.
But shout out to XFN, 993, cooking them Saturday night, LFA, got the metaverse happening, tons of shit going on. So whenever you hear this show, give us a holler. Subscribe to Fight with MMA, Facebook, YouTube. You know where to find us, podcast platforms to listen to the audio format. All of our previous episodes, there's 146 of them, so get us up there, show us some love, or hate, whatever you want to do. Got something to say, you better say it.
Right. And shout out to Combate Global, where we might be hearing a good shout out from Rodolfo Roman.
Yeah.
Oh boy. He's a pretty badass guy, man. He was on the show and was a guest, and this guy's dope. He's dope. So, right on. Well, David, close out the show, brother.
Yes, sir. For all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, you know where to go. It's spikebookmma.com. Like, subscribe, share, hit us up on social media. Give us a holler, let us know how we're doing. For all the, for us at City Ringside, we're here every Thursday. You know where to find us. Rob, out of Bouquet, Mark up north, Rudy down south, Texas style, but we're around the world. We ain't going nowhere every Thursday. This is City Ringside, episode 147. Peace out. Enjoy the folks.
Peace.